I know what you're thinking. No, it wasn't froze up. She was not froze up solid at all. It was preventative warming is what it was. Right now it is -2 degrees. We are pretty lucky right now. We're in western Iowa and our temperatures are -2 degrees, but the wind is not blowing, and that's a huge plus. Now once we hit the road, we're going to be hitting the road and buzzing across Highway 20 in Iowa, which there we know the wind will be blowing because it's always blowing up there. But before we do anything, first off, welcome to Trucking with Schmidt, and how are you guys on this beautiful cold day? And it's going to get a whole lot colder. They're talking like -30 degree wind chills. That's going to be kind of chilly. We're going to run down to the grocery store, grab us a few snacks, some food, some drinks, throw them in the truck, make sure her operating temperature is up to par, and then we're going to get underway. We're kind of racing a storm. I don't know if it's going to come up into Iowa or not, but boy, you guys in Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana are going to get slammed if you go by the weatherman. That's what he says. I'm really interested to try those rice things. I've never had them before. Well, you know what we have to do now. And if I don't do this, I get chewed on by my mommy dearest. So we have to do this before we leave to go trucking. It's just the way it is. No matter how much of a hurry you're in to beat a storm, no matter how much you want to go, you have to do the very most important thing before you leave. Who says don't go?
Heather says it don't go.
Heather says don't go. Heather says don't go trucking, Kurt. Yes, Heather. We all know Heather. Heather is a lovely subscriber. I think you're in Wisconsin, aren't you?
Yeah.
I need Dad here. He'd know for sure. He's always mailing everything. Yeah. What are you doing?
I was just watching Godzilla.
Oh, yeah. That would be pretty rough. You know I can't play tug of war with you. You know I can't. Yes. No. There won't be no tuggy here. Where's your ball? Go find your ball. Go get your ball. Go find it. You took it outside, didn't you? And it's in the snow. Heather is a YouTube member, and her and Mom were ganging up on me in the comments because of how cold it's supposed to be. They wanted me to stay home. If you're wondering, yes, I bought one big tarp, cut it up, just covered the tanks, and covered the front. I kind of, you know, I watch a lot of camping videos, and in those camping videos, people skirt their campers in the winter with, they're better than tarps, but they skirt the campers, and I'm thinking a person can just do that to the truck, then fire up the big heater, right, you know, a couple hours before you're ready to go, and that'll warm things up. I originally bought a bunch of cheap clips to hold the tarp to the truck. They're cheap, they're junk, they couldn't even do that right. Instead, I just went and bought a bunch of magnets. Store them right there while I'm waiting. I see one broke. Yeah, one broke. There. Instant heat up kit. Just gonna wait a couple minutes, let my existing warm fuel kind of warm up that fuel that was out of the pumps into it a little bit more. What is the ground temp when they're in tank? When the fuel is in the tanks underneath the truck, what's the ground temp? They're pretty deep. You'd think it'd have to be well above 40. Think, wouldn't it? I don't know. We'll let them warm up though. So where are we off to now? Well, in today's video, our only goal is going to be Walcott, Iowa. Iowa 80, largest truck stop in the world. That's going to be our end game for today. I want to stop and get the oil changed, and it just seems like a good place to sleep. And if that storm's going to dip north at all, I'd rather be parked there. From there, we'll work our way over to Illinois. And then we're going to work our way down into Missouri. You guys are supposed to see about 15 inches of snow. That should be some interesting trucking, right? For some of you that were wondering, yes, I did get a new seat. It's a Pinnacle. The Pinnacle is like the big brother to the Legacy Low seat. It sits the same height as a Legacy Low. It's about where it stops. The Legacy Low has one lumbar adjustment. The Pinnacle has 3 lumbar adjustments. It has this really cool rocker feature. Not like when you go loose, but like I can hit a button and the whole seat, not just the backrest, will kind of do like you're going to take off in a rocket ship kind of feeling. And I really like that. It has an adjustable shock, so you can adjust it to where you're not bouncing as hard up and down. The big thing to get used to here is how high we're sitting. Well, for example, this camera mount behind us, my head used to be level with that. And you can see how much higher it is versus that. So we just do have to get used to the seat being higher. As for the comfort level, it's stiff. I need to get her loosened up a little bit and hopefully get it broke into where it's soft enough. Now we're just going to do a little spin around the yard here, make sure all my tires are churning on the trailer. Those two seem to be churning. Our full a circle, a figure 8 over here, and or see if the other side is churning pretty good. It's the lazy man's way. It's ice, so if they're not churning, you're not hurting anything. You're going to see a whole lot of space age stuff in here. It's going to look like we're in a giant tinfoil bubble. But with it supposed to be as cold as what they're saying, I've been insulating basically everything I possibly can in the truck to where I don't have to worry about being a little chilly. I even brought the factory curtain with us, and we're going to put the factory curtain up tonight because the next 7 days is the high is supposed to be right now, -3. So I don't like to be cold. I'm on some medicine that makes my blood kind of thin, and it just kind of makes me colder, easier. All right, those tires are spinning. But yeah, the tinfoil there, and I got it over on the other door too. And we're warm right now. Once we hit Highway 20, that's when you truly find out if you can stay warm or not, right? Oh, I'm forgetting something. I'm sorry. I'll tell you in a little bit when I remember. That's 55 cents more a gallon than what I filled up for back there at Come and Go in Sloan. Can you imagine 55 cents more a gallon just to go to a mainstream truck stop? I'm a broken record when I say this stuff, but that is insanity. tell you what, trying to get used to a, sorry, hold on, proper lighting, or my face turns red. Is it any better? No? Okay. Trying to get used to an east to northeast wind on Highway 20 is rather new. Usually we're always fighting a wind out of the north or a wind out of the northwest, but usually when it's this cold, that wind usually is not out. Can we say usually anymore? That wind is not out of the east, northeast. Truck's working. I mean, oh, that's what I forgot to tell you guys. We have 43,000 pounds of pork skin. Is that the same as pork belly? Is pork skin the same as pork belly? I know pork belly goes into bacon, but I'm not sure about pork skin. But I'm feeling all 43,000 pounds today. Fighting that wind, and then now that we've gotten up here on the flats of Iowa is what I call it, we're not really fighting it much at all. But back when we were leaving Sioux City, Iowa, and we were running through the rolling hills there of Highway 20, I was feeling it. The kitty cat was working a little bit. I would not suggest parking right there. Oh, but we're gonna. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to move you in 3, 2, 1. There we go. Try it. You're getting closer. we do? We go for a walk. We do our stretches. You walk till it hurts, they tell you. We have a back thing, if you're new to the channel. Walk till it hurts, they say. 100 yards. I can stand in one place for 5 minutes before the legs start going numb. I can walk 100 yards before, from the kneecaps down, and the feet just go away. We're making progress. And guzzle water. Guzzle water, guzzle water, guzzle water. I did get some more steroids out of them. Hoping this round does it. I'm supposed to go see one of those fancy doctors at the end of this week, end of next week. It's the weekend now. By the end of next week, I'm supposed to go see one of them. And I'll go back, but I don't really know what they're gonna do. But that's your checkup. A lot of you have asked. You're asking how the seat's working out. It's painful right now. I think I just need to break it in. Once I get it broke in, I think we'll be okay. We got probably about 95 miles left till we get to Walcott. And we're not going to get the oil change tonight. They're going to be closed. Weekends, they close early, I guess. But the beacon will be open, and it's really cold. But I figure we'll get her washed, go over and park it, and it'll freeze dry. And I'll wake up, go over to get the oil changed. By then it should be everything should freeze dry. When it's this cold, that's kind of how it works. But anything that's not freeze dried, we'll go in and give the mechanics a bath. No, it'll be freeze dried. I will not give them a bath, I promise, guys. I know I have mechanics that watch this channel. But by the time we get done with that, by the time we hit the road tomorrow, it will be oil changed and clean. Will we get dirty again? Oh yeah, we're gonna get completely soaked in salt, bad salt. But at least I can get one layer off of it. Before you say it, no, I didn't lose that center cap on that wheel. I took them both off. I slacked too much at checking them. Checking the fluids, the oil in there, if they're on. They're never low, but I don't check them enough, and I need to check them more, so those are going to stay off for a little bit. You guys doubted me, I think. I think there was probably some of you that said, you're nuts, you think that thing is going to freeze dry. It froze dry. It really did. We're not going to stay in this spot. It just dawned on me, there's a lot of empty spots throughout the whole truck stop that I could get the truck to where it's leaning like that, just a pinch, and that means I'd have to move my head to the other side of the bed, and I don't want to do that. 400 miles later, it's 18 degrees right now. It was -4 when we started our day, and it's 18 degrees right now. I can accept that.